On Answers for Living, we're looking at the third lesson. We need to remember when we're addressing the issue of where is my miracle? And that lesson is this: supernatural power comes and goes as God wills. We cannot control it or manufacture it. Sometimes some people are given supernatural power by God flowing through their lives, and they do extraordinary miracles. People are healed and demons are driven out and miracles take place. Problem is, they go out and they set up crusades and they say, come and hear me preach and see the miracles that I do. The problem is, that is not how the miraculous works in the scriptures. You can't schedule the power of God. Paul's handkerchief and his apron was miraculous. And perhaps it even went on for 2 years in Ephesus. But when Timothy got sick, Paul told him to go drink some wine. It would be good for his stomach. He didn't send him a piece of his apron. Now 1 Corinthians chapter 12, 7 to 11 says, now to each one the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. To the one there is given through the Spirit a message of wisdom. To another a message of knowledge by means of the same Spirit. To another faith by the same Spirit. To another gifts of the healing by the one Spirit. To another miraculous powers. To another prophecy. To another distinguishing between spirits. To another speaking in different kinds of tongues. And still to another the interpretation of tongues. All these are the work of one and the same Spirit, and he distributes them to each one just as he determines. Now, some spiritual gifts function occasionally. Occasionally somebody's healed, occasionally a miracle takes place, occasionally a word of knowledge, occasionally a word of wisdom. Some function all the time. Pastors teach all the time. They preach all the time. If you read further in that text, God even says the effects of those gifts are determined by God. God's in charge. If someone had the gift of healing everybody all the time, then they ought to go to where they could heal the most people, down to a local hospital and go room to room and empty the hospital. But that's not how the gift of healing or miracles work then or now.